Hello, everyone.
Hey, let's see where you are. The Ontario.
Yeah, we're at the Ontario Court of Justice here on 10 Armory Street. In Toronto, in the big city of Toronto, where I was arrested last September. And we just concluded the trial.
It's not concluded.
Well, we have to do submissions tomorrow morning in courtroom 1106. And I gave evidence, showed video that I did nothing more than argue with the police about my rights.
Okay, you know what, Dorel, we're going to set, because people don't know what, I'm going to turn this around, so I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? Because people don't know exactly what happened. So last September, you were at a protest with with Josh Alexander and Nick Alexander, Chris Stacey, a bunch of people that went to Victoria Park School, and were protesting. Well, I think Josh, it was kind of a tour that Josh was doing, Josh Alexander, to talk about the sexualization going on in the schools for the children.
Correct.
Is that right? Yeah, so that's right. So you guys, all joined that protest, and in the midst of that protest, you got arrested. And what were you charged with?
Obstructing peace officer.
Obstructed, that's your charge?
That's my charge.
Official charge?
Yes.
Obstructing a peace officer.
Correct.
Okay. From doing his duty?
It doesn't really say. It just
just
says
obstructing
section A of the code.
Section A, everybody, look that up.
Look it up.
Section A of the code, obstructing a peace officer.
Something about willfully
Okay, good afternoon,
resisting.
Joe. So we've got somebody on live. We've got a few people on live. So, yeah, and so you went down with a few friends, and I've known Dorel. This is, maybe you should say your name, Dorel.
Yeah, my name is Dorel Pecular.
Yeah, so Dorel, and today, do you mind if I tell them what I discovered today when you gave your testimony? I'd rather not.
It's more of a private thing.
Okay, well, we'll leave that. So in the midst of this protest at the school, and there was counter protesters there, what we would call the LGBTQ whatevers, were counter protesting your protest, and so they were getting a little violent, a little vicious, and they dragged you. They pulled you into the.
Yeah, apparently I got a little too close to the anti-protester barricade.
Okay.
And I got sucked in.
And so you got sucked in.
Yeah.
So then you got sucked in and thrown out. I did see that. You kind of got thrown out like a bag of garbage.
Assaulted and roughed up by, numerous individuals. Is that like...
The Legion can go get bent. I don't know why you mean that, but anyway. So, because you're wearing the Legion thing. That's why he said that. Oh, okay.
Well...
Yeah, I'm on the job. Yeah, so Paul from Canadian Free Living, he's on here, and so Dorel got charged with obstruction of the peace officer. So you got, thrown out, like kind of out of that bunch. I saw that video, and then the police grabbed you.
Yes.
And then what they did? Okay, sorry. So then the police grabbed you, and then all that happened, and you got charged with obstructing peace officer.
Yeah, I was led out of the protest by an officer and told to stay out. And so when I went back and I turned around towards the officers again, they refused to allow me entry back into the protest. And I began to argue about my rights, and they told me if I didn't leave, I'd get arrested. And I said, well, get the bracelets out and we'll see you in court.
Well, and here you are.
And here we are.
Here
we are. We did see them all in court yesterday. There was 10 officers that I had subpoenaed, and I examined them.
So, Dorel, you are defending yourself.
I'm defending myself.
You do not have a lawyer with you.
I do not have a lawyer.
Wow.
And
good for you. That's brave.
I feel like lawyers just want to make deals. I was offered quite a sweet deal just to walk away from this whole thing with a criminal record, and I refused to do so because I did nothing wrong.
Well, from what I've seen, you did nothing wrong as well. So if that means anything to you or to people listening, smash that like button. So Mike Post said good luck to you, Dorel. He's on the live here. So he said good luck. Yay,
Thanks,
Mike. Yeah. all the people from Shelburne, of course, know Dorel and, are supporting you, whether they're here in person or not. I know they are in their hearts.
No,
So-
we tried to set up a Zoom link, and we had permission from the court previously in proceedings that I was told we would have a live link, so that people could watch from home. Then, before the trial started, I was told that was going to be taken away from me. So, unfortunately, I was just here with, one or two people, and, we didn't have a big turnout for viewing the trial, but, I think I did fairly well.
I think you did really well. I was very impressed, Dorel. And Mike's asking you, why did they block the Zoom?
Well, that's probably obvious, isn't it?
Well, maybe it's not so obvious. What would
Well,
you
the
say?
reason I was given is because they weren't going to allow any witnesses, or they didn't expect anybody to give testimony by Zoom, so that if anybody wanted to come and view public court, that they would have to come to Toronto to do so,
Oh,
which
so
is so
what's the-
convenient for everyone.
yeah, really. And then what's the point of the Zoom? But whatever, So unfortunately, that we, and you are from out of town. It's not like, so your friends and your family or whoever are not right here in Toronto. So that makes it kind of difficult for them to just come down here, like you say.
Absolutely.
Like
my,
it's
my
expensive.
cousin was very disappointed that she didn't get to watch me in the trial.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I was there, and your friend Bonita, do you want to come on here live with him? No, Bonita, hi. So, you brought a friend down, and so you have had somebody here, and then I came down today, so you've had you've had some people.
Yes,
And the
yes.
judge seemed really nice. He was a little bit annoyed about your address thing, but he did seem to be very helpful to you as far as you defending yourself. He was really friendly. Seemed very helpful.
He seemed very helpful, and hopefully, everybody was smiley and helpful, because they, they've already decided the outcome to this whole thing.
I don't know. Well, you've got a lot of work to do tonight to get those submissions ready.
I do. I started on my submissions last night, and I'm sure I'll get to finish them up tonight, and maybe add some things when I hear the Crown, giving his submissions, and I might have some things to say about that.
Yeah. And you've got to go upstairs now and go get paperwork from the Crown.
Right.
correct?
They've added me like oodles and oodles and oodles of huge ass books to. So I don't know if I can swear on this, but.
Yeah, you can swear.
Okay. I probably have like a month's worth of reading to do
I
overnight.
know. I saw that. It's like this thick.
This thick. And
know.
I'm sure I'm going upstairs because he had another binder in his hand which was equally as thick. So I'm sure that there's probably like a month's worth of reading in there if I really dedicated myself.
Yeah.
But somehow I'm supposed to review all this information overnight
Tonight.
and come up with submissions against what their case study stuff all says.
Yeah.
But I have my
Well,
own case study stuff, so
Okay, well,
I'll
that's
be,
good. You sound like you're prepared. So
as
I'm
best
glad
as I
for
can
you.
be.
Yeah. Well, good for you, Dorel. We'll finish up. I'll turn the camera around and we'll get a picture of you and I. But to answer whoever asked about the Port Credit Rally, and it is every Saturday. However, I wouldn't sort of just count on that because you never know what can happen. So try and get some contact to people and, just make sure. Because I'd hate for people to get there and then things change. We're in a, I say we're in a war,
We are.
And so, we say, oh yeah, a protest or something might be somewhere, but it might get changed on the fly because things happen and things happen quickly. Like I will be going up to Ottawa next week with Paul Gardner. Hi, Paul. And, we're doing our thing there. Things change. And hearing that this report from the security people saying that there's a list of MPs that are now listed as possible traitors. This adds to our fight. And so things can go on the fly. So I'm just saying to people, yes, rallies are usually set, like Shelburne is every other week. And yes, it has been going on. It's likely to be there, or Port Credit or Mississauga, any of them. But things can happen on the fly. So, just check in with people. Oh, somebody's saying a lot. Hang on. Well, I will have to watch this later then. Gotta go. Okay, well, watch it later. There's Dorel and I in front of the courthouse. So we all wish you well. Gotta go. See ya. Good luck, Dorel.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. Bye, everybody. Freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom. I gotta just